On a day like today, in the cold and the snow, it's hard to imagine that the world is heating, but it is. The energy system constantly needs to be 100% balanced to work.
Another very important trend is the transition from brown to green energy production. We're talking about phasing out fossil-based fuels and continue to introduce more and more of weather-dependent renewables such as wind and solar.
Because of that, we need to introduce grid-scale energy storage. It's estimated that around $600 billion will be invested into energy storage by 2040.
When looking at larger scale storage, there are a few options available. We have hydrogen, we have lithium-ion, we have pumped hydro above the ground, we have mine storage, which is a type of pumped hydro but below the ground. Lithium-ion is very much consumed by the automotive industry and will be so for foreseeable future. Hydrogen will be part of the steel production. It will consume many terawatt hours per year. And that will be a full focus for hydrogen for a foreseeable future as well. Above the ground pumped hydro has a limitation. Most countries in the world are lacking height differences, which is a pivotal part of above the ground pumped storage, because you need the dams, you need to pump the water back up into the dams. For the grid scale storage, mine storage is a good fit. Above the ground pumped hydro is today 91% of all energy storage in the world, and it's almost used, it's depleted. Whereas underground pumped hydro, so-called mine storage, is unused.
Mine storage concept is really brilliant. By utilizing different elevations, we move water up and down depending on how we want to use the energy storage. When we release the water from the upper elevation to the lower reservoir, we can release also energy through a turbine. And then when we want to store energy, we simply pump the water up to the higher elevation again.
The mine storage concept addresses all the drawbacks of other storage technologies. First of all, the technology has been around for a long time, over 100 years. Another thing is the long discharge times we can provide with our solution. The mine storage way of working consists of 4 steps. The first step is very important, and it's called the qualification step.
We look at feasible sites, but not only from a technical perspective, we also look at what is the energy market in that location and how can we create revenues out of the installation.
The next phase is called the development phase. When we're going down to details, we look at different parameters such as hydrology, geology, infrastructure, and the aim for that is to mitigate the risks that can be connected to a project, and to ensure that the construction phase will be efficient and short.
Last but not least, the 4th stage in our business model, that is the operational phase. And that is the most important phase because that's when we secure actually the revenues from the complete investment.
Mine Storage is a development company, which means that when we're going through the 4 steps of our way of working, we can either sell the plant to an operator, to an external operator, but we can also apply our way of working and support the operator with the operation of that plant.